Hey guys, this is Rob Goebel, also known as Archery Rob. I'm practicing another self-sufficient gardening video here, and remember, you're only as free as your food supply. So if you're practicing prepping or whatever, you will only last as long as you can grow food for yourself. And if you just store food and don't have a way of reproducing it, if really come to shove, you'll run out of food. So this is all about self-sufficiency. So on to the video. Hey guys, I'm back recording this video on my plants getting ready for the garden. I started with, I was making my own planting mix this year, and I used, I cut another video right before this that'll be posted also around the same time that I just never posted, and it was making my own planting mix, and it's half compost, 50% compost and 50% rotted wood chips like you get from the woodcutters. They're just left for years and they're rotted out, and I go through with a sifter that I made with like rat wire or the tighter wires, and sifted all that stuff to got finer, and my plants have taken off. Of course, the peppers are always slow, but the tomatoes have gotten ridiculous. I usually started around, February 15th for everything, and stuff just kind of languished in the pots till, they went back out in May. Well, this year, my tomatoes are off the hook. They were growing so fast. Of course, this year, I added more lights. I used heat pads to get them to grow faster, and the peppers are doing all right, but the tomatoes are ridiculous. I mean, I repotted them into solo cups from the 4 square seedling pots, seedling cups or whatever you use, you buy off Amazon or whatever, and buried a bunch of the stem. And I've got Amish paste tomatoes that are 14 inches tall, and Brandywine tomatoes that are 13. It's just ridiculous. I mean, they're way past ready to go in the garden, and I still got a month until the frost-free date. So let me show you this stuff here. All right, so here's my tomatoes, and these are here's the Amish paste one, and that one's down at the soil level. And look at these. I mean, these are in solo cups already. I don't see, there's no roots coming out the bottoms of them yet, but they're growing them like wildfire. And over here is Brandywines. And look, that's every bit of more than 13. The ones in the back are a little bigger. And I've literally had to move them out here. I mean, you can see how big they are. You can't buy them this big at the nursery unless they're in like a gallon pot or something. And I don't know if it's the combination. I'm sure the compost helps quite a bit. The heat pads helped quite a bit. Helped germinate them faster. But these things have been rocketing up. I got to the point where I couldn't adjust the lights on my little table in my window high enough to keep these things. I mean, they were literally swallowing lights. So I've had to bring them outside. And, oh shoot, it's starting to get windy. So I got my other ones just the other day. I got Crenshaw melons and cantaloupe and red and yellow watermelons. I got the 128 trays in sage and romaine. And it's another 128 tray with cabbage and broccoli. One with okra, Brussels sprouts, basil, and oregano. So this is going to go fill out the big garden I shared with the fence. So this is what we got going on at the moment. So, and here's my peppers. I said they're not doing as good as the tomatoes, but they're actually doing fairly good here. I mean, they're still in the other ones, but they're literally 6 inches tall. And these are poblanos, and well, these are all poblanos from here to here. These last 4 cells are jalapenos. Those over there are green peppers, so I have 32 green peppers, 32 poblanos, and then I guess 16 jalapenos. And so that's what we're moving on. So this is my indoor seedling area. It's nothing more than a piece of CDX plywood painted and resting on the cabinet, and a little frame that holds it, and these little lights. This is where I couldn't get the tomatoes. They were literally reaching up. I actually had these lights all the way up here, and the tomatoes were trying to grow up inside of them. It was ridiculous, but peppers are still inside for now, and the trees, if they'll survive, they'll stay here. All right, so here also is leftover sweet potatoes from last year. We ate a bunch of them. I only grew 7 slips as a test, and saved 2 big ones and a bunch of little scrap ones. And you can see they've been growing little slips on them, almost like shitting little shoots up, like potatoes, like regular potatoes shitting, but they stay nice and firm. They don't get all shriveled up like the other ones are getting. So here, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take and put a little water on this. That's my nice compost soil. I don't want to get it too terribly wet, but this is the first wetting, so that's gonna soak down there a little bit. And then I'm gonna put a lid on it, let it stay moisturized, and take it, set it on the table with the rest of them, and let it, you can see where the water's soaking in. It's probably gonna need a little more water. I'll probably give it a little more water, and then I can let it dry out, but I don't think that it can be too wet at first. So well, that's it for what we're getting prepared for the garden. So hope you all enjoy. I'll be posting back up again.